Good morning, guys. Today we are going to be doing a project to finish up our physical features of Europe. So if you go into Schoology today and you go into my class, click on Europe and click on Physical Geography of Europe. And then you'll see a folder. It says Thursday, Friday, Physical Features Geo Project. So if you could click on that for me. Now there is a list here of directions for you that I did type out, but I was going to go over it with you verbally just to make sure you guys all know what you're doing and what you need to do today. Okay, so the directions are there if you need them. All right, so please go back and read them or watch this video again if you have questions. So the first thing, besides reading the directions, you're going to do is you're going to look at this PowerPoint. So if you click on it, you will most likely have to download it. So if you click this download arrow here, because if you don't download it, you're going to see that the pictures sort of take over some of the words. Okay, so please be sure to download it and open it up. It's a real quick slide or a couple slides about why the landforms are important and how these physical features sort of impact the people that live there. Okay, so you want to do that first. It will just take a few minutes. When you finish that, then what you're going to do is you are going to be selecting a physical feature that we have talked about this week. And I've mentioned this to you guys both in class and on Zoom sessions, that those items that we were identifying on the map, like the Pyrenees and the Ural Mountains, the Danube River, the Rhine River, that whole list, you're going to choose one of those physical features. So if you look here at I'm going to have you open up this number 4 first, okay? And when you open that up, you're going to get this document, okay? So these are the physical features of Europe that we've talked about. So you're going to need to pick one of those, okay? So you need to decide which one you think you would like to do a little bit of research on, okay? After you've decided which one you want to pick, you're going to create a postcard that talks about that feature, okay? So in order to do that, you're going to have to do a little bit of research about your physical feature, okay? We're not sort of dictating where you can do the research, so you just need to go online and find some information about maybe where it's located, maybe some interesting features or facts about the place, what countries I might be in if I'm at this physical feature, what I might see if I'm traveling on the physical feature, for example, if I'm on the river, or what I might be doing at that physical feature. Okay, so if I'm doing the English Channel, maybe I'm crossing the English Channel to get from the UK to France. Okay, so things of that nature. Okay. So you're going to need a minimum of 3 facts, okay? But I would certainly recommend that you want to probably find 5, 6, or 7 different facts about it, and then you can decide which 3 or more that you want to sort of weave into your letter, all right? So step 1 is going to be choosing a physical feature and then doing some research and gathering some data or facts about that physical feature. The directions also are in the PowerPoint, okay? So once you decide on your physical feature, you're then going to, on this blank slide, you're going to put a picture or pictures of your physical feature and you're going to label it, okay? So I might have like the Alps, okay, a big picture of the Alps, and then I'm going to put a title in here somewhere. It says the Alps, all right? After you have decided on your feature and you have done your facts and your picture with the label, you are then going to, you're going to pretend that you're visiting this physical feature and you're going to write a postcard. Lots of you have done this for me when we were studying adjectives. If you remember, you got to pick any place you wanted to visit and then you sort of had to describe it. So it's something similar to that. Within your letter, though, you have to include those 3 facts that at least 3 facts that you had already found or researched about your place, okay? You're also going to identify that place on the map, okay, which I'll show you here in a slide, and you're going to write it in letter format, okay? So on the final slide, this is where your letter is going to go. It's going to say, "Dear so-and-so." You're going to write your letter. You're going to include your 3 facts in there. On here, this is where the address is going to go. Okay, so, you know, Mom and Dad Smith, you know, you can use a fake address, that's fine. A street, a number and a street, and then a city, a state, and a zip code, and that can all be made up. And then on your map here, you're going to put an X where you can find that physical feature. And I recognize that the map is small, so it just has to be like in the general area. So if you're doing Ural Mountains right here, you could just put an X there, that would be fine. Okay. When you're finished, you'll want to check out this slide just to make sure you've done everything that you've been asked to do. Okay, make sure there's capitals and all those types of things, your facts that are included, that you wrote it, the letter part on the left, the address on the right, that you put an X on the map. Okay, all of those types of things. Okay, so that's the template that you guys are going to use. And if you go back to the folder here, you'll see also that I put a rubric in there. This is worth 20 points. All right, so you know, you're going to get graded on, did you put a picture and label it on the front? Okay, did you have the format on the back correct, meaning that the writing is on the left and the address is on the right? What does your letter say? Did you include 3 facts? Did you remember to mark the map? And then, of course, conventions. We're still looking for complete sentences, capital letters, proper nouns, all those types of things, okay? So that's your project that you're going to do. Now, this number 3 is an example that I completed for you, okay? Now, I chose a physical feature from the United States just so you guys couldn't take any of my information, okay? So mine's gonna look different only because I chose, I did mine in the United States instead of Europe. So here was my list of physical features that I had to choose from. All right, I chose the Grand Canyon. So here's my picture on the front with my label. And then I did my research on the Grand Canyon. Okay, and then when I got to the back, here is my letter. Okay, so the green is my letter. The blue is the address to who I'm sending it to. Okay, and then here's my map and the X where you can find the Grand Canyon. So if you look at my letter, okay, you'll notice that lots of my sentences are just, you know, information like, hey, how are you? This trip's great. Okay, you have to do that to make it sound like a real postcard because that's what lots of our postcards include. So you'll see it says here, this trip has been amazing. You wouldn't believe the beautiful sights we have seen. The Grand Canyon is more beautiful than the pictures can reveal. Today, we viewed the canyon from its widest point, which is 18 miles. So there's one of my facts. Okay, so I weaved a fact into a sentence. The Colorado River, which runs through the canyon, looks so far away as we are just over 6,000 feet above the river. There's another fact. Today I learned that the Grand Canyon is not the largest canyon on Earth. You actually would have to travel to Tibet to see the largest canyon in the world. There's another fact. Okay, so there's my 3 facts. But I added some more, okay? So then I said, oh, and did you know that the Grand Canyon began its formation 5 to 6 million years ago? That explains why the canyon is so deep and wide. So this part is also a fact. That is a lot of time for the Colorado River to be wearing down the earth. I have so many other things to tell you and pictures to share, but I will save them for when I return home next week. I can't wait to tell you all about this amazing place. Love you lots and see you soon. And then I signed it, okay? So I included 4 facts. But I want you to notice that a lot of the beginning part, right, is sort of just introducing where I am, okay, I'm mentioning it. And then the end part, right, is sort of wrapping up my letter, telling them that I'll share more when I get home, okay? And in the middle, I sort of weaved in 4 facts. And you'll have a list, you know, I suggested 4, 5, 6, 7 facts. And you just have to pick the ones that sort of can mend or blend into your writing, okay? You don't want to make a list, okay? I'm not listing my things. Notice how I have them transitioning from one to the next, okay? So again, I'm done with that part. I checked it for spelling and so forth. I put my address here, and then I marked my, my location on the map, okay? So in your folder today, you're going to see, oops, sorry. You know, here's the directions if you want to read through them, okay? You're going to quickly go through this PowerPoint, and then Here, number 3 is my example if you'd like to see it again. And I do reference looking at my example multiple times, okay? So when you're doing yours, you might want to have mine up in the background just to see it. And then this 4th one is your actual project, okay? You're going to have all of class today and class tomorrow to finish it. It's due by tomorrow, okay? So if you really want to spend a good bit of time today to do it all today and turn it in, that's fine by me. But you want to make sure that you budget your time appropriately so that it can be turned in and finished by the end of tomorrow, okay? All right, guys, let me know if you have any questions. I'm here. I hope you guys have a great couple of days, and I hope to see you guys on Monday. All right, see you later.